We're looking at Eric's truck, day 9. So we got it almost looking like a truck today, but we're going to be taking it back apart so we can finish off this rocker panel down here. I'm going to go ahead and start on a little bit of a rust repair that we've got going on in the right side. And we've got Tony helping out, cleaning up some of the rust from underneath the hood and some other places like that. So stay tuned and check it all out. That's a while I'm waiting for my welds to cool down here. I'm going to come over here, and we've got some rust through going on right here, and our kicker panel, and a little on the floor. So just going to cut a little bit of this area out, and I'm just going to fabricate this from sheet metal that we've got left over. I could buy the whole patch panel, but I can just go ahead and do a small section here and be all right. Get a scratch pad and fold it in half. It's the red scratch pad. And then we get some white vinegar. I tried the phosphoric acid, but it's kind of expensive, so we're going to give this another try and see how much we like it. It's not as caustic, it won't eat up your clothes and stuff as much, but it does stink a bit. So we're going to go with a 4-to-1 ratio on this, and then we'll try it out. What you're going to do is just going to get this and get it wet, and just go ahead and scrub all the air, scrub the whole thing down. And once you get it scrubbed down for a while, then go ahead and let it sit for like about half an hour or so, and then it should be all good to go. I'm also going to get some of the rust mort though, and I am going to shoot it up into my nooks and crannies. It's always the nooks and crannies that'll kill you. So wherever you have a brace like this and there's overlapping metal, that's where moisture is really going to want to hide. So you got to shoot some extra protection down in those areas. All right, that's good. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a larger piece than I need. I'll cut it out a little bit larger than I need, and then I'll go ahead and I'm going to try to bend this whole entire thing up at one time and see if I can get it to match really nice. Usually it's a little bit too tough to do that in multiple 90 degrees, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just do, like for instance, one piece right here and bend it down 90 degrees, and I'll do another 90 degree here, and then I'll just weld the two together. But we'll give this a shot and see what happens. Okay, so I got all my pieces fabbed up. Now I'll go ahead and flush this out with water, let it dry up, we'll paint it, then we'll go ahead and button everything up. So we've let our hood sit for about 30 minutes or so, and you can see it gets this surface rust kind of going on here, but you can see when we're just doing a little bit, another mix of it, we're just going to let it sit for a little bit. Then we're going to go ahead and wash it off with water and dry it all up. If you don't dry it all up, it'll start rusting like that again. Really kind of want to go circular kind of thing, so it's a lot of this is all done, let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so that is what that looks like. I just made this one piece right here. Got my 90-degree angle in it. I made another 90-degree angle piece. Then I just went ahead and welded the two pieces together. Now I'm not going to bother grinding down these welds underneath the carpet. Nobody's going to see it. If I need to grind down some welds in order to get the patch panel up here, like I know I'll need to grind it a little right here and maybe down here, then we will. But otherwise we'll leave the welds so they're stronger. So that's it. Let's see how everything else is doing. So you can see here how it's all nice and molded in, nice and tight. Everything looks original from the factory, basically. So I wasn't quite digging this line down here, so I just cut it, moved it up, and then welded it up. That's one thing I like about metal. You don't like where it is, cut it off, move it, and then weld it back up. Now here, this is a little tight right in here. I'm just going to get my cutting wheel. You can see that this only hangs over by about, oh, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch. So this is hanging over by a little bit more. So I'm just going to trim that off and give me a little bit more room down there. So usually it's good to, you don't want to get too much of a thing going like this because you'll start arching over and stuff. So you just get a nice, comfortable range. And you see how I got how it's got a path there? Okay, it's like 3 inches. Okay, so the next path, you don't try to go on top of it like that because then you get shit like this, see? So what you do is you aim this guy right at this line right here. And so now you're doubling over, see? And then each line will go over that top like that. So, but you normally want to start at the bottom and work your way up. Okay, the ink coating that comes on our rocker panel is really good. So what I like to do is just put some wax and degreaser on there. I'll use the red Scotch-Brite and I'll clean it off with this and get a little bit of scratching in there. It helps give the primer something to bite into. Now I'll use acid etch primer first, and I'll go ahead and hit the area, and then I'll shoot some paint on top of this. Guess we're looking at the end of the day. Our intern's got our hood nice and cleaned up and everything for us, got it all painted and stuff. We got our rocker panel all done on this side. It's looking really nice. See, it lines up really good there. And we got our floor repaired over there on the other side. So tomorrow, if we get our patch panels in, then we will go ahead and finish off our right side. If we didn't, then I'll go ahead and take care of the electrical and or start playing with our engine. So we'll see you then. Damn, that's stupid.